Hello and welcome. We're here to talk about the word career and specifically defining career development. Have you ever thought about how you actually define the word career? Everybody has a different definition, which is exactly the reason that we want to talk about it. Career development, by definition, is the process that forms a person's interests and work identity. We'll talk a little bit more about what that means also. Career development is a significant part of human development, and it spans an individual's entire lifetime. So it actually starts, as an older child, 6, 7, 8 years old, when people start to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? And at that time, you're, making observations. You are maybe choosing something that somebody does, because you think it looks neat, right? Or you look up to that person, and then it spans, through the entire lifetime and continues to evolve. And how someone progresses through stages of career development is truly individualized. It varies both in timing of how you go through some of the stages and the way that you're going to do it. And so this is something we want to talk about specifically for you as college students, because you're going to start observing, some of your peers doing this differently, that you may be at a different pace, you may be choosing to do different things, but as long as you're thinking about it, you're on the right track. What impacts your career development is a big question, right? Just as we think about what impacts, what informs your morals, what do you value, right? It's a big question. The answer simply, right, is all of your life experiences. So personal connections that you have, your family, your friends, coworkers, professors, staff at Ithaca College, right? There's so many people that are going to inform your career development. It may be related to interests, right? Things that you're experiencing through just observing what other people are doing and what work they're doing. It may be through value systems of seeing people that are happy or unhappy with their own workplaces. These are huge and cannot be emphasized enough. The opportunities you seek are also really impactful, whether it's student organizations, part-time jobs, on-campus jobs, internships, volunteering. I could go on and on. These are opportunities typically that students seek out themselves for potentially career development. Maybe it's to make money, but even if it's to, for example, make money working at a restaurant or something like that, there is career development built into that. Opportunities that you don't seek are also part of what impacts your career development. There's something called plan happenstance theory that is a matter of thinking about the fact that you can plan for what you foresee to happen in the future, and then to some extent chance or fate, if you will, come into play. Things that just happen, right? You meet somebody in the coffee line, they strike up a conversation, and then there's something to talk about. There's all of these things that we can't anticipate that are going to happen that are going to impact your career development. Travel can also impact it. Things like studying abroad or traveling in general for a volunteer program can definitely change somebody's path or impact it in some way. Courses that you take, whether it's at Ithaca College or elsewhere, things you decide to learn about, really, basically, will impact your interests, and that is all part of career development. I really like this diagram about career development because, first of all, the thing that you'll notice about this is that it's a circle. So as I talk about the fact that career development happens for a lifetime, actually people continue to progress through these stages throughout their lifetime. So maybe as you're starting college, you are in the assessing self phase, right? What do I want to do? Who do I want to be? What do I value? Is making a lot of money important to me? Is having an impact on people really important to me? Do I want a standard 9 to 5, or would I rather, have some flexibility? These are such big questions, right? But doing some of that self-reflection is really important. You're going to go through an exploring options phase, right? Maybe with majors or career paths, developing skills, thinking about what you might need to secure what that next step is, internship or job. The marketing self phase is where, you know, a lot of career services is thought to come in, because it's, you know, resumes and cover letters and interviewing and all of that good stuff. And then the performing phase, which is, you know, maybe you secured an internship or a job and you're doing it. Inevitably, there's going to be things that you like and don't like about those experiences. And so it's going to restart the wheel, right? Of, okay, well, I've had this. What would I like to adjust about it? What would I like to keep if I were to pursue something different? What would I like to continue to pursue that's, you know, in line, and that's something that's not quite as in alignment. And so career services truly plays a role in all of these stages to different levels. And so just to recognize truly that this is a process. It's not linear, right? Some people will progress through, for example, picking a major and then needing to kind of move in the other direction again once they've, you know, explored the major, and now they need to reassess and choose a new one. And that's perfectly fine. When you do this work of career development, when it's always kind of front of mind, when you're choosing things to be involved in, when you're participating in self-reflection, it'll prepare you for the unforeseen, you know, circumstances, potential challenges that you have for your lifetime. So you're kind of doing the groundwork, if you will, the foundation of these concepts are being developed during college, but you're going to be using them forever. And so I love this quote: a bird sitting in a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking, because its trust is not in the branch, but in its wings. And with that, I leave you with one of my favorite new sayings: ditch the plan, pave a path. At Ithaca College, there are so many possibilities for exploration, for studying different things, interests, involvement. And so you're really designing your experience here. And so be creative, get involved in what you'd like, and know that Career Services is here to help, whether it's brainstorming or strategizing with you. We have drop-in hours with our peer career advisors. We also have appointments with our staff career coaches. And then every year we have a ton of events that happen to help you learn about different paths that people take and to meet people in those areas to start conversations with them. Thanks so much. Look forward to meeting you.